Mer Madness at Jukdo Island. Chapter 1. The Frenzy Begins. Yo, you look like you just ran a marathon. Sujin teased, handing Jai-Ho his 15th delivery of the day. The beach was buzzing and the sun was unforgiving. No kidding. It's like the whole beach decided to have a food party today. Jai-Ho replied, wiping the sweat off his brow. His delivery uniform clung to him, damp from the humid air. Did you hear? Sujin's eyes widened with excitement. There was a video of merfolk taken around here. Merfolk? Like mermaids and mermen? Jai-Ho raised an eyebrow, half in disbelief. Yup, and they say it's a merman. The comments on the video are going nuts. Sujin showed Jai-Ho her phone, the screen filled with the latest viral video titled Merfolk at Jukdo Island. Jai-Ho shrugged, still skeptical. People will believe anything these days. But it does explain why everyone's ordering food and asking for mermaid doodles with their orders. Sujin giggled. Can you blame them? If there's even a small chance of seeing something so cool, I'd be here too. Jai-Ho sighed, looking at the crowded beach. These people have too much time on their hands. Chapter 2. Yana's Struggle. Yana Jong, a 24-year-old juggling multiple jobs, scrolled through her phone, her frustration palpable. Haven't been paid again. I'm gonna kill that man. She tossed her phone into her bag angrily. I swear, I'm already ticked from the heat as is. Just then, another delivery request popped up on her app. Please draw a merman, it read. Yana rolled her eyes. Everyone's losing their minds. As she trudged towards the beach to deliver the order, she couldn't help but overhear the buzz about the Merfolk video. People actually believe this stuff, she muttered under her breath. Chapter 3. The Aquarium Star. At the local aquarium, Kai Shim, the star performer, was getting an earful from his manager. Kai, you didn't surface once. Do you have gills or something? Kai laughed it off, his wet hair plastered to his forehead. I surface on time. Don't freak out. His manager shook his head in exasperation. Honestly, you should be working as a diver on Jeju Island. But despite his scolding, the manager couldn't hide. Chapter 6. Chaos at the beach. The beach erupted into chaos as people rushed to the shore, trying to catch another glimpse. Yana, caught in the frenzy, found herself pushed closer to the water. Hey, let me through, she shouted, but her voice was drowned out by the excited crowd. Suddenly, she felt a hand grab hers. She turned to see Kai pulling her towards the water. Come on, I need to see this up close, he said. Before she could protest, they were at the water's edge. The crowd was buzzing, cameras flashing everywhere. The water was churning, but the merman was nowhere to be seen. Guess he's gone, Yana said, trying to pull away from Kai. Wait, Kai said, his grip tightening. Look. The water's surface broke again, and this time the merman stayed above water for a moment longer. His eyes met Yana's, and she felt a strange connection. He's real, she whispered, stunned. Kai nodded. Yeah, and I think he recognizes you. Yana's heart raced. This is insane. I need to get out of here. Kai let her go, and she stumbled back dazed. I need to sit down, she muttered, finding a bench away from the crowd. Chapter 7. The Secret Revealed. As she sat there, trying to process what she'd seen, her phone buzzed again. It was a message from her boss. Get back to work. We need more deliveries. Yana groaned. Of course. But as she stood up, she noticed a piece of paper on the bench beside her. It was a receipt from one of her deliveries, with a note scribbled on the back. Meet me at the aquarium tonight. We need to talk. K. She sighed, pocketing the note. Great, more drama. Chapter 8. A New Reality. That night, Yana made her way to the aquarium, unsure of what to expect. She found Kai waiting for her by the entrance. Glad you came, he said, looking relieved. Make it quick, Yana replied. I'd had a long day. Kai nodded, leading her inside. I need to show you something. They walked through the dimly lit corridors, the tanks casting an eerie glow. Kai stopped in front of a large tank, tapping the glass. This is where I work, he said. But there's more to it. Yana watched as the water in the tank began to churn. A figure emerged from the depths, and she gasped. It was the merman. This is my friend, Kai said softly. He's been hiding here for years. Yana was speechless. How? Kai smiled. There's a lot you don't know about the world, Yana, and a lot I need to tell you. Chapter 9. Unlikely Allies. Over the next few hours, Kai explained everything. How his family had discovered the merman years ago, how they've been protecting him from the world, and how the recent video had put everything at risk. We need your help, Kai said finally, to keep him safe. Yana nodded slowly. I don't know what I can do, but I'll try. Kai smiled. That's all we ask. As Yana left the aquarium that night, her mind was racing. The world was so much bigger and stranger than she'd ever imagined, and now she was a part of it. Chapter 10. Adjusting to a new normal. The next day, the beach was as crowded as ever. People were still buzzing about the merman sighting, but Yana had a new perspective. She watched as Kai performed his diving routine, knowing the truth about his friend in the tank. She smiled to herself, feeling a sense of purpose. Maybe this job isn't so bad after all, she thought, heading off to her next delivery. As she walked away, she glanced back at the water. Stay safe, my friend, and she whispered, knowing that the secret of the merman was in good hands. Chapter 11. The mystery deepens. The days that followed were a blur for Yana. The beach remained a hotspot, with tourists and locals alike hoping for another glimpse of the merman. Yana's deliveries increased, and so did the requests for mer.